Alongside 100 Thieves, they're going to sniff this out and start leaning back to the correct way. Seeing the stars go down, they try and position for a bit of defense, but this street lurk could be huge once the engage happens. EU's eyes are on that position. Oh, but his eyes get closed really fast. Lights out for him, and Sentinels come flying through. Xander just able to creep around the backside of the site now as he waits for Cryo to come in. Zelsis and John Cutie trying to pressure the plant.
10 seconds left. Spike planted.
Oh, slowly the creep in from Cryo, ever so quiet, is able to get that first one, and just a sliver of health here for Zelsis. It looks all too over here in favor of 100 Thieves.
One enemy remaining.
Zelsis says no. Zelsis says no, does find out where Cryo is, gets out another Vines, starts to delay a little bit more.
Misses it.
6 shots in the Ghost. Knows the defuse is a fake, sees the leg, gets to play the time, gets to play the position, but now behind the box device, the Vines go down, he's playing Cryo, and he gets Cryo, the triple coming in from Zelsis for the Red Bull Clark.
Boostio's gonna hear this. It's gonna keep the 2 players towards the A side ready to go.
Spike down. Attacker spawn.
Did not expect that push up that far from 100 Thieves on this round after having sourced the map. Sentinels get caught off a bit, and the same thing goes for Xander here as Zelsis comes flying through mid, and now he gets to play the push and pull on the backside. That's going to be tough, but Asuna, Asuna with another classic 3 coming up very fast. Cryo clears one. That's the round. That's a thrifty.
Once again, to stop the push from Sentinels.
They still have Boostio on that lurk, so the focus is now towards A site. Zekin's trying to open this for his team. Maybe some util over the shoulder to gain that space, but it's just going to be some of the dry peaks. Relay bolt coming out. Yeah, that's going to be a hit and no more movement forward, but Nary still finds Cryo. They're trying to peek out of the woodwork, and these are the shots coming in favor of Sentinels until 100 Thieves close in from each side. It's, however, just Boostio left after the firefight inside the site.
And they don't know where he's at. It's been a while here since the action has continued. Ooh, finally spotted by John Cutie off that plan. Very nicely done. The Nightfall might be the key thing, so Narrate has to stay up so far, but he's about to peek up against Boostio.
They have this backpedaling information. Now Boostio can stay safe, but look, Hasuna's still pushed. Okay, didn't stay too safe there. A nice pick off by Sentinels, pressuring mid. They still have a lot of work to do. Inserted is Bang, but they got about 30 seconds to get back to this site. They're going to have to work through 3 members of 100 Thieves to get that spike down.
Should be a lot easier, though, as we mentioned, this Nightfall available. That should hit all 3 of them if they don't fall back. And it should be an easy take. But a grab well and a spam through, and it's a 1-for-1.
Yeah, great utility usage. 1 for Asuna. Dashes it into the smoke, tries to get that spam, see where they might be. Oh, wait, goes in the ultimate. They're gonna peek it, they're gonna swing it together. Beautifully done by Sentinels in the moment.
Everybody grouped up for Sentinels for the re-hit towards the A site, and once again, Cryo is about to get tested. Easy kill in the first.
He ran out with the skills out. We all do it. EU taking down another one. That op's gonna be ringing free towards the back of the site still, and yeah, absolutely stopped in their tracks here with under 15 seconds left. That is gonna be a save for the side of Sentinels as 100 Thieves go through this one flawless. Pressure towards that street. There's actually quite a bit of open room towards the back of the site here.
They're stopped by a wall again.
All right, that got a little awkward, but they should be all right on this way out. Double initiator, right? They should have the util to make this happen. Oh my God, the meat grinder. Xander and Asuna just unload. Uh-oh. Okay, swings it back.
15 seconds left. It will allow Sentinels to get a plan, and Zelsis catches players off the rotate.
Vans? No way they swing this round too, right?
They're both low on HP for Asuna and for Narrate. An ult available on the post plan. This is actually a winnable situation for Sentinels.
Low HP. Has 1 tag there. They don't know what's into the operator coming out help though.
Beautiful sees 2.
Oh my gosh.
Too clean for Narrate once again.
Okay, they move out. Still this 3 pressure towards A site. Asuna takes down 1 in mid though, so it's going to be 4 pressure now, as that has to be John Cutie joining with the team.
I like that. Just the fact that they push back out.
Yeah.
Caught him off guard, and now Cryo's holding alone inside the site though.
The reaction time there of Cryo understanding it's not going to be the right target. EU, everybody trying to dodge the ultimate, the overdrive from Austin. He slides in, he goes down immediately though. Great reactions by Sentinels as they turn around and they start to wipe out 100 Thieves.
Spike planted.
Know where Boostio's at. He just got the kill into Zelsis, moving towards the back site.
100 Thieves here, they've split their forces, I'd say accordingly, just to delay this one, but it is going to be in power of Sentinels.
Yeah.
Ooh, trades through the wall. Nice delay, trying to keep that angle from Sentinels getting into the site, and that's where they just start to crossfire down onto the street. 8-4 as 100 Thieves will get a final round for themselves here.
And heavily lean towards B.
Oh. Smoke goes up. It was going to be a dismiss, but they're going to fight through it here. Flash goes out, just preventing the kill there. Onto Zelsis, still has to hide onto column as Asuna is bringing around the fire now from street, but Zelsis lives. He's still giving him hell here, and he's got Xander down to half. Oh, the right click just hits low, and he gets it again. A triple for Zelsis. Solo mode activated here on B-Long. Oh, finally, EU finds it, but it's only going to be so much. They return the favor very fast on that trade. And now Bang and Narrate have eyes on the spike, and they're working together.
And the U-tilt to support Zelsis around that. His own flash at the beginning, but then a recall smoke just to isolate the 1v1 at the top. Delays well enough here for the rotate from Sentinels, as they had their own battles to fight at the beginning towards street. Looks like the last two players kind of want to give it up, even if the spike is up.
30 seconds left.
I mean, if you look at that respect, Asuna slides in and shoots them both. Why not?
Well, you're forcing him to walk and re-clear every single angle. So the more that he does that, the more of the clock gets wasted down. So now he has no choice but to make noise, go for the plant, and these guys could slowly close that gap, making sure that they keep the buddy system on his post plant. It's about to come.
So sketchy. Having a Neon this far back behind the lines. They're trying to figure out how to guard it. At least 2 or 3 people looking this way. You can see John Cutie still wondering if they'll come out the backside there. And now Xander playing with danger here. Zelsis is just on the other side of the smoke. There they are to find him, but Zelsis still sources a kill right off the bat, taken down by Cryo. And it looks like they'll finally have the site. 100 Thieves slowly work their way in, but hurt on the way. Oh my gosh, this is not ending. Not giving each other time to think. Oh, looks to pull out with one shot, and it's still going to be 100 Thieves getting that one. Asuna out of the pressure. And what a thoughtful buy, too, with all the low armors here. Sentinels really thinking about the entirety, the state of the game, as they're taking this one round by round and looking to make it happen again. Oh, EU actually fires back on a Zelsis. A little wayward there with the shots.
Enemy down. No charges.
Street now getting so much aggression. They got to find a way to get the spike out. EU's not in a great spot, and they're going to be able to take this one down as Sentinels just pressure 100 Thieves out of position. Looks to finalize the kill with a little high-low, but Zekin will grab a 3K now. 11-5. There's Cosmic. See how much room this actually gives them to hide. Cryo's not going to be able to find much. They're really going to be on the other side of the wall. He gets one. And that gives Sentinels a bit of room to hide here. They could come flying through this wall unexpected. 100 Thieves do still have that lurk from Xander if things start to go real bad.
You talked about the ult galore out from the defensive side. The best thing here that that they have on 100 Thieves is EU, just to try to counter it back. That's why he's tucked in safe here in the corner, getting ready to pop it back against them.
Oh, one's grabbed. They see that trail running out of sight. Arsenal's gone.
But HP gone on the side.
Yeah, this is going to be real tough. Everybody's trying to tiptoe around the site right now to see who can get the first kill. Nobody wants to be that first one. They are just handshaking right now, but it's Sentinels with 4 out of nowhere as they start swinging back and forth. And that's going to be Zelsis with the final one, the final round in the defuse as Sentinels take Pearl.
Safe spot where he could actually take care of like a lurk or a flank in the in the later round, but after breaking this camera here, it's going to be difficult for him to fall back. The rest of Sentinels though still able to walk in, but stopped by Cryo.
Oh, saved! The teamwork coming up huge there. Zelsis will find one, but he's got 4 standing in his way, and the spike is very far away.
Yeah, he had a nice clutch on the first map, but this time at half HP and no razor vines will be a little bit more difficult.
No hard feelings.
Oh. Gets taken out. Really great kills across the board as ults start to come online.
And now we're juggling their hero rifles over to the double duelists here on the side of Sentinels. Zekin and Nari working together down towards Luxie again!
The same strategy, and they fall right into it. EU's been firing the Hunter's Fury.
Both teams are unaware. I mean, they know there's a flank, but they don't know that there's 3 players from 100 Thieves about to flank behind. John Cutie gets a dink.
They're finding it. ISO'd out. It's going to be the kill contract over here. And John Cutie doesn't even think twice. Celsius does get the Kingpin flank coming in, but Boostio is now known in lower. A great distraction with the gate from Zelsis to get himself to safety, to get inside the site so they can drop Boostio and just set up a defense that is impossible for EU to penetrate.
Beautifully done by the IGL of John A with no support in the util. The wall 2 is going to help.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Sentinels is putting the pressure back on just as hard, too, with those few rounds 100 Thieves had. Oh!
Slid out of it. Hit by Paranoia.
Done. Oh, just a miss there. EU's going to be able to drop Narrate. ISOs aren't having a great day inside the ultimates right now as John Cutie answers back. 3v4. Sen on top for this one by 1.
Cryo needs to come up huge here and does have the suppress to work with as well with the undercut. We'll use it towards and hits 2. Ooh, too good.
They just cannot get in over each other's utility there. Sentinels. Crossfire on the entrance as the A. Utility being able to delay is too much for 100 Thieves. And EU, again, the last alive will fall to Zelsis. Now 1 down. They got to figure out a way in.
They heard drone in garage. The camera spotted Zelsis. So lean towards garage. The fight back is beautiful again for 100 Thieves.
That double swing.
But Zelsis one more time has made his way through the enemy line of defense. Yeah, he's losing players in the process, but this is a big fight now that he could win.
Last player standing.
So quick on the shots. 100 Thieves knowing their numbers up, able to play these back angles far away from the enemies as Sentinel.
Trying to get a drone Hunter's Fury into the site potentially here. Camera is up. Boostio just got pinged, moving back towards the spawn. John Cutie, though, doesn't want to hold on to it, or is going to hold on to the Hunter's Fury for now. Oof.
Firing out, gets a good one. Narrate trying to look around for what kind of got him on the foot with that trip, but he does get taken down. Sentinels have the sight, but worse for wear here. This could be tough to keep it going. They catch EU on the jump as he was just trying to get to a different angle.
Playing towards the back, Asano in the front.
Ooh, there's the overdrive. Can he get it to work, though? Not enough push from the backside of the site. They're able to source out every member of 100 Thieves.
Sides. So again, very quick thinking coming out from Sentinels camp. Closing their gap now by 2, fighting towards long.
They missed the flash. It didn't go around the corner. I mean, they didn't flash themselves, but still, Zekin was just seeing clear on that one, and they get out with 2 frags. Easy to start this round out and make sure they can play back in the sights. Now, Boostio still peeking man up and takes down Narrate like he was never there.
Will be another one of those rounds again. Losing 3 players so early. When the barriers come up, the last 2 potentially no choice now, especially with John Cutie's HP. To save their weapons. The TP back towards the spawn.
Damn. Zakin feeling it on that peak, and we're not expecting the dry peaks right now. There's been so much utility used before everything happening. Easily catching someone on autopilot for a moment there. Oh. Almost getting a nice trade back through that ping as we get a cross-map trade there. B, they're still trying to pressure in. The shield comes up big, and it is not a double tap that Boostio is able to get onto Nere.
Asano might have the timing to take down the spike here. It does so.
Spike down mid.
Slides out. Look at just creating distraction, getting the kill, playing his life, playing the pressure.
Oh,
you guys forgot something. And yeah, they're just going to ult onto it. It takes way too much to get that achieved now. As the paranoia comes through, they know exactly where this is coming from.
And with the paranoia hitting the recon dart, now the last two players of 100 Thieves have to go in with zero information. Even maybe walk out through the smoke, and I don't know if they're going to try to go for it. It'll be a 3-2-1 swing, but there's still good players to help out here from Sentinel's side.
Oh. It's actually the play. They swing back in. They're going to get one. It's not going to be the trade, though. Bang is able to find the 1-2 punch to get that round back. It is.
If you're available for 100 Thieves, they've done a big trap play in the very beginning, fairly aggressive from the start. But this time around, holding it back to be more reactive, and Asuna gets a nice pick.
They've been there every time. You have to expect this push. Not giving enough respect to it, and that is going to be where Sentinels pay.
He just keeps waiting towards that spawn. He's just waiting for the Hunter's Fury. Beautiful shot by Asuna, but now they're just going to play the numbers. This is nice. If there was some pressure coming back here, Asuna, well, a little bit of an overextension there.
You see what he wants, though. He's going to fight more. He was not giving up that position. He is hungry right now. Love seeing this Asuna on the field. And Bang as well, though, picked up 2 big kills in the last round and continues now into round 11 with a great starter at B. Ooh. Just on the other side of the wall is danger. He's going to make it out to teammates, though. The 3v3, 3 outside, 3 inside on B. Oh, the spam. The spam starts them off just to whittle down the numbers. They're going to go ahead and isolate one. Cryo, the better ISO in the moment, but is it going to be enough? He's going to come out, gets the kill. Paranoia, the damage is there, but it's just going to be a little as Bang gets out of the way of the... In spawn still. It looks like Sentinels is saying, which ults will you use, maybe? Oh my gosh, not going to get anything out of Zek in this round.
Ping for info 2, gets another one.
Oh, they pressure the Hunter's Fury. Why wouldn't they? This is just like the C long push. We're going to go back into the isolation alt, and it's going to be John Cutie. A second win in Cryo's ultimate.
And the lurk from behind
is not going to know that Bang is creeping in. And that is just terrifying as Sentinels now have that C coverage, and it's going to be a 2v2 to end the round with Bang still alive, the one clutching each of these for Sentinels.
So the 4th ult and last one available for 100 Thieves allows to get the information and a free upgrade of a weapon for Boostio, giving a chance now for both players to work together. Quick tempo towards a seaside retake.
Last player standing.
1 for 1.
Enemy remaining.
Can it be Bang again? And it is! Bang with another 3K, the clutch! And an even first half for Sentinels versus 100 Thieves.
Back.
Relay Boat says, later. I got 1 stun for you, but they get A. It doesn't matter. This push now from Sentinels has 2 on the flank, 2 or 3 from spawn, and a very fast plant on the beginning of this first round.
Almost a similar scenario. They break the trip. There's 2 players flanking instead of 3 this time for Sentinels, but they're also faking it out. They want to add more players back towards the A. I think they're waiting potentially for John Cutie to have the refresh of the recon dart. That's up in 8 seconds. Now getting positioned.
I think it's the right choice. Just having that late flank is the one where the power is going to come. You see a few members pushing through. Zekin's going to be able to get right into sight and start really causing some chaos. Not expecting that to scoot on by them. The right clicks from Bang here are going to get a few down, but it's not going to be enough. 100 Thieves are able to find every kill needed to get the first round. Every side?
Thieves are going for a bonus pick into the bonus round, into a plant towards B.
It's like they have both had a second look at that one to really, is it happening? Yeah, it is. Wall comes in, but they're still in front of it. Cryo a step ahead. Cryo a flick ahead here with Xander just over the shoulder on Zekin as well. And
no
Xander's going to do a leaping acrobatic shot.
Zelsis can maybe get 1 or 2 here from his reposition on top of heaven.
EU on the solo mission to dart and drone the left side. They go for the isolation here. Cryo looking to get the win. Nice damage by Zelsis, but it's not going to be enough. Cryo does get the kill. They get A. They have the soft side as Zekin tries to identify and ping for the team what the possible protocol should be. Kill onto Asuna very quick as they enter back into the site. Zekin is unknown as he goes towards long A, but found by EU on that late flank. Oh my gosh, the ping, the hit through the wall. Looks like it's a finish. Boostio gets the sheriff kill on John Cutie and that.
But this is a good read on the rifle round of Sentinels.
These long C anti-plays that come out here. Beautifully executed by the defensive squad. This time, Sentinels very, very strong in their force. They have eyes on the spike, and they should be able to clean this up.
The lineup here, Cryo's just trying to dance around.
Yeah.
Can't do any delays. Shock darts across the corner.
Doesn't bounce off, actually hits that window, the doorway.
Player standing.
And yeah, the last few kills come in for Sentinels. The timeout is effective. And the long C push is exactly mid and C.
And the elevation from the sewers made it difficult here for John Cutie to get good value out of pinging a player inside Garage. Allows 100 Thieves to just re-hit into the site. Camera's still up though. That'll spot Asuna moving in.
Make sure long is clear, and then the rest of the site. A beautiful paranoia just in time. Stops Bang, or sorry, yeah, Bang from doing any damage there up top. And Sentinels just have an answer for everything now with their site hits.
Yeah. Sentinels, so 100 Thieves needs to add a little bit more util into these hits.
Speed is definitely going to go along with that util. Hand in hand here for 100 Thieves. Dashed right under it.
way.
He dashed under it. That was so sick. Gets into the site. Overdrive is on, and he is causing chaos because they
way.
did not expect this timing. EU and the rest of the team are just obliterating Sentinels in sight. Oh my gosh. Absolute cinema from Asuna.
Keeps pushing. Flash to help. Support coming through. John Cutie,
One
last
more?
player standing down by Cryo.
Vans, that was gross. And I'm sure he'll do it again. You gotta imagine Celsius just doesn't even feel protected on those, and you gotta feel protected in the
Revenge.
isolation. There's the shot from Cryo. He takes it down.
Most important one potentially of this map. Another one falls.
Coming in for the kill. Bang's got to drop into the site. He's just trying to do some acrobatics here to bring the team back into this one. This lurk here from Boostio. They're gonna wait for it.
It's pinged. They know about this. Zels is watching it.
Oh, it's still going to be Boostio this time. Coming around for the shot. They're looking to finalize the map. Zekin staves it off for one more kill, but he's got work to do.
He's got ult.
Planting the spike. Goes into dimensional drift. And now he just has to be otherworldly.
I love that they're sticking together here. He can't get value out of a shorty.
There it is. 13-9. 100 Thieves will push us all the way to a third map. We're going to split.
They want to play the retake.
Oh, Asuna starting already. Just being tricky, and he plays his life too. Just to be annoying. These little protocols they have to give him just a bit of an inch. They take a mile. And that's going to be a kill from Bang. A very nice answer there. They're going to drop in from the top of the site after the util hits, but you can see Narrate ready to answer back and delay.
Nice flash too. They can start flooding in now for Sentinels.
All right, drops are in. Everything is heard here. 100 Thieves now have to decide which way is the best to shoot. The defuse is going to go down, adding more pressure onto the site. It's only up now to EU rather. Top side, and he's not going to have enough time, not going to have enough arms and eyeballs to figure out where everything is. Sentinels get the first round, and they leave him to run around. That's unfortunate.
Fine information is the counter of Sentinels, knowing that there's still a lot of pressure up towards Heaven. Paranoid to reflank into the top.
Off the stairwell, didn't bounce the way he wanted. EU gets that one through the smoke. Narrate's actually pretty low, or another pretty low actually goes down. And now they limp around. Spike again out of reach. Haven't seen that kind of a split fight for a while where it's just about A Heaven.
That's actually very nice from Sentinels too. They just waited for the rotate across from Bang so they could double flash from Paranoia and Narrate. So Sentinels very, very clean in the protocols. And that's something that I haven't seen coming out of the refight on A Heaven yet.
Yeah. They wanted to meet. Usually you let the team drop out or see if they'll peek you, but a very close choke point, or a very small choke point to get through. I mean, Sentinels still make it work.
The EU actually has 15 seconds as he's made his way around. He's going to have to hurry up a little bit more, though. Half the big noise now. Should be easier kill. There you go. If there was a little bit more, there was an opportunity to flank from behind. John Cunie on top of Heaven. Because right now, Asuna is just keeping everybody at bay. Look at the amount of util it takes just to try to push him back. And he won't have too much on a retake. So now the anchors towards the A side have to come up huge.
Oh, Zekin still clears, though, from the site. They didn't know he was just down towards elbow still. Being able to be very mobile around the map with these gate crashes. And now, another moment of wonder for the side of 100 Thieves, and Sentinels know exactly what's going on.
That wall, it would...
Operator finally. They're feeling comfortable. They're feeling rich right now. Zekin's going to hold the B line, and that just gives everybody on the map comfort to watch everything else if he isn't seeing anything, which his vision's going to be flooded in a second. The quick pick from Boostio. The drone's going to push him just offline, and they're going to have freedom on this one. Nicely played, not going in dry on that peak, and the utils flooding into the site with a Cosmic Divide for protection.
The wall doesn't really allow for them to plant. They have to actually fight through this.
That's a little weird.
Okay, thankfully nobody's fighting back.
Spike planted.
Whoops. They'll be able to get out here. 2 left. Oh. The wall in their face doesn't go over the spike, obviously, but they still have the avenues to shoot through. 100 Thieves get themselves around. Nicely placed to the round on this, and they're going to see if they actually got any follow-up damage to look at here.
And do you want support on mid? Yeah, let's bring the whole team.
Ooh, they support very well. Crossfire coming in more so from the side of Sentinels. 100 Thieves feeling the pain on this, but EU's quickly able to answer back and even out the numbers. Wow, Xander's moving forward here aggressively on the Astra. Takes down Narrate. A huge frag for the squad as they continue to take space. A little ahead of themselves.
Especially when Narrate has his own Rolling Thunder to counter back. Beautifully done for Boostio, and also by EU not to give a chance here for Zelsis to get that pit out. But this push from Bang, spotted now by EU. But this will potentially get John Cutie ready.
Still have the util.
There's going to be an overcook now because he TP'd towards that spawn. Now the players are going to walk back towards A Heaven. They're walking for contact.
30 seconds left.
No sound made. And this is up to John Cutie here. He's actually figuring they're going to go both sides. And just keeping 1-1 in sight. Xander about to walk into the crosshair, the double up! And he sees the Teo salvos. He gets the Teo shot as well! John Cutie with the 3K in an unstoppable moment! Hey, they're in some pretty dangerous spots if they do hit with Asana's ult.
And Cryo was actually anchored up on that B side, so calls out that there was a smoke and paranoia, so the Omen is still on that side. They should now be ready for the initiators playing towards this A site here.
Really, he looked at him.
Should, right?
Maybe thought he was dead or something, but he did not die. He stands tall. They shoot him is the question. Zelsis is doing just that. Comes up with some big retaliation frags there. Drops into sight to help the team after that fault line. And a third one for Zelsis here. And it's already sourced out where Cryo's coming from. Bang with a 6th sense.
And that's the res gone. Now you got no choice but to re-hit with 20 seconds left towards the B side. Stalled now by the breach.
Oh, they know 2 are there now. A lot of util in the eyes of Sentinels to be able to call this stall, and they just stop 100 Thieves before they get into sight. 10 seconds left. They're going to have to rush this. No time to plan as the spike is down, and 100 Thieves are lost. Nah, run over the body. Into the vent. Sasuna is going to get Zelsis, though. Drops the big fragger on the round. Bang still ready to fight. Bang is still ready to fight.
Fake TP.
Yeah.
Will not kill my allies.
Ooh, beautiful guard on that. 100 Thieves, it's taken a lot of their pressure, a lot of their presence to get through this, though, as the Armageddon comes through. Safety for Asana just on the side of the ult.
We're at the edge, and now a player advantage as well. Finally, the res getting value. But there's a big lurk coming up now from Narrate. Full kit.
Drone is down.
This movement from Asana, if he can stay unknown, it's big. Narrate with 1 already. Full util for Narrate to come in.
I love it.
And they know where Asana is, too.
Aftershot towards the back to push him out. Beautiful by Narrate.
Crazy utility usage. It's now going to be all up to Asana. He knows he's got to look high. He's got to look low. 5 bullets left in the chamber. And John Cutie closes in from top down. The defuse for Narrate.
What
Another
an
round.
insane round for... Looks like Cryo. He's trying to move forward. Nice shot by Asana. Start, though.
Another? Oh, Bang with the trade. All right, already getting spicy. The 1-for-1 here. And Boostio is going to answer as well. Now it's up for Sen to make that 3v5 conversion happen.
So what I was going to mention, it didn't look like here that Cryo was looking to react and wall up towards middle. They wanted to wall up here towards the top of B Heaven just to try to stall a little bit more. Nice little drone, though, to allow Sentinels to move down.
Just identified and taken out. Xander and Cryo fall immediately, and Sentinels know they have sight. Setting up high-low here, and they still have John Cutie in mail to deliver.
Tides have turned.
Fault
You
line
just
there.
Talked about that position so good there for John Cutie inside Melly. Has to be cleared.
Oh, they don't check enough. He does, he jumps back again. John Cutie's always ready. He's had those flicks on point all game. EU has to deal with the mailman, and he does. Cutie's down. Low health on Narrate, low health on Bang. John Cutie moves in, and Narrate only needs one shot with his classic to bring it to 12. And they know where Cryo is. They know where the wall could be potentially in a slow that would stop them. Everything else here they can run by, except for the fault line. It looks like they are going to try to initiate. Oh, Zekin already tempting back at the site with a gate crash here.
We're flashing high for A, but nobody's fighting for heaven.
Yep. Because the follow-up just isn't there when they need it. Zekin's moving forward. Another kill almost with a classic. He goes again for a fight with the team pressuring in. Paranoia goes in sight to give him distance, and it's going to hit Xander just on the end. Now it's up to EU. 4 alive here for Sentinels. They have been so strong throughout the map. They look to close this out in such a clean manner on the third one of Split as we hit this decider. And now they just watch EU jump back and forth before it's John Cutie that solidifies the final kill. And this best of 3 goes to Sentinels.